1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, it's been a while since I made a YouTube video. It's the middle of November 2025, and been a good long summer riding bikes and not fixing up bikes. But now the winter's coming and it's cold outside. I'm here in the garage and I'm going to review how I've set up the winter projects for bikes. A few Schwinns have followed me home. So you get into this hobby and bikes do follow you home. So this first bike here, I started this project from a bare frame that I got from Shop Dog. It is a Schwinn Sports Tourer 1973 in Sierra Brown. And you can see I've been working on turning this into sort of a touring bike, hence the name. So I fitted those fenders, but it needs some adjustment back here. These are also wheels that I sourced from a 90s hybrid bike with 35 mil tires, set up nice and beefy. Sort of a tight fit. Remains to be seen if this is how I'll set this up. Next bike is a 1989 Schwinn Voyager. It's a touring bike. Kind of a cool bike, actually. This is a 10-ax frame, Columbia tubing. Not perfect paint, but it has some real potential. And last on the docket is a 1972 Schwinn Varsity in Sierra Brown, exactly as it came to me, complete with the light and the scraggly wires. This bike is literally in perfect condition. It just has never been serviced. Maybe original brake pads and everything. But it is a pure play on the Schwinn Varsity here. Over here we have last year's successful project, the restoration of this Voyager 2. This bike is a rider. I've been riding it this past summer. It's fantastic. It'll need a little bit of winter maintenance. And this is the bike that started it all, a dumpster find Schwinn Super Sport, 1973. A lot of that paint has been touched up, but I was able to kind of get it. And this is definitely a rider. I rode this thing all summer long for around town up to 20 miles. It's a great bike. Also, we'll just need a little bit of tuning up. The original derailleur was punked, so I replaced that derailleur and freewheel, and that's a daily riding bike. All right, so there you have it. 5 Schwinns. What are we going to do here? We need to figure out exactly what the theory of the case is for these new bikes. Do we fix them up? Do we modify the bikes? What are they going to be? So in order to do that, even though it's kind of cold outside, I'm going to take a really quick ride on each of these 3. Okay, so the first bike I'm going to ride is the Schwinn Sports Tourer. Right now set up with 700C wheels and 35 mil Gravel Kings. So this is a very smooth riding bike with this setup. Feels really, really nice. I just have it sort of set up temporarily. Obviously no bar tape. So here we go. Yeah, this bike just wants to roll for days. Feels really good. It's just a magic carpet ride on these tires. And that's what I'm going for. This is sort of an in-between randonneur and light. Oh, look at what we have here. Yeah, you can see those guys over there. See them? They're, oh, hello. Look at this guy right here. Hello. It's okay, but you got to get away from those cars. These guys are just everywhere. And they don't have too much fear. They should have a little more. Cars are their only enemy around here. Anyway, back to the bike. So, yeah, this frame, it's not perfect. It has a ding. It had rust. I polished and clear coated it. thinking, I don't know, but then I felt how good it rides. So, you know, we'll probably keep going with this, whether the fenders stay on this bike. Maybe we'll switch the rack to the more traditional. We'll see. But this bike definitely wants miles and miles under its wheels. And next summer, that's what she's going to get. So signing out from the Sierra Brown Sports Tour. Great bike. Look at this bike. Oh yeah. Oh, that's probably not a great angle. It's hard to do this with one hand and a phone. So the next bike, again, we're going to ride is this 1989 Schwinn Voyager touring bike. We've got the racks off of it right now, and it is it's a really nice bike. I just got this. We have to figure out exactly what we're going to do with this bike. All right, here we go on the Voyager. Yeah, also a really smooth bike. It's definitely lighter. You feel a spring in this frame. It's different than the Filet Braze Sports Tour for sure. But the geometry is actually more relaxed. So you feel a little bit of that sort of laid back feeling. I'm gonna switch the angle around so you can kind of see what I mean. It's definitely a ride no hands bike. Here's the forward view. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do no hands because I'm not totally used to it. The wheels aren't true or anything, but yeah, it's that kind of roll along. You could be really tired and ride this bike. Back here in the area where the deer were before. Oh, they've moved over there. There they are. Hi, guys. I see you over there. Yeah, they're foraging. It's getting cold. It's almost Thanksgiving, and it's not the greatest time for biking. But yeah, this bike is nice, but it definitely has a different feel under your behind. Maybe this bike is the randonneur bike. Maybe this is the one that wants to be a little bit more on roads. It kind of conforms to the road as I go over those little bumps. And maybe that long steering, you know, I mean, that's what it was built for. It's a touring bike when touring meant riding on the roads, not gravel. And maybe we'll put that sports tour on rail trails and a little bit bumpier surfaces. Maybe this bike is more, we have to see how it feels with weight on it, but it's got long chain stays, and maybe we'll put a stiffer rack on there since the frame has a little more flex, and it'll feel really good on a long road ride. That's an interesting theory right there. Maybe we'll go with that. Here we go. And that brings us to this Varsity. Boy, she's in bad shape. I'm not going to ride her very far. Nothing has grease. I don't think this bike has ever been serviced. I don't think it got ridden that much. I mean, somebody was replacing a tire, obviously, at one point. But almost perfect paint. I don't know. This may be a show bike. It may be a bike that polishes up so good. We just keep it for show. We'll have to think about this and whether this becomes a rider. I have a few other bikes here, so let's go for one little ride though. Oh my word. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance. This definitely, she needs a lot of love, a lot of grease. So, all right, we're up to speed on the Varsity. Here she is, trucking along. One thing, it's an easygoing ride on a Varsity. The bumps feel good. There's a smoothness to the frame. It's heavy. You really feel the weight, especially with it needing grease like this. But it steers straight. It's a bike that feels like, yeah, it'll take care of you. Definitely leans towards round town. Maybe this is, I don't know, it's so perfect. I hate to do an upright conversion or a gravel conversion. And take away its originality. This one might just be a varsity to be a varsity and ride it around the town because you want to ride a varsity. You know, it's no joke. I mean, this thing weighs 10 pounds more than those other bikes, and it needs grease. Ooh, listen to that. Yeah, I'm out of breath going up the same little hill that I just cruised up the other bikes up on. Whew, what a difference. Yeah, you know, in a funny way, you can kind of see why Schwinn stuck with these for so long, because for people that don't, oh God, those brakes, barely stops. For people that don't ride a bike, there's a feel here. There's an ease. It's really something quite nice. So they're bikes that deserve to be around so that we can always experience that and go back to that. So there you have it, a Schwinn Varsity in Sierra Brown, 1974. More than a decade later, almost at the end for Schwinn, they were putting out actually some really nice touring bikes. Voyager, great name, and a sports tourer. Back to back. Very, very different bicycles. Just for fun, before winter sets in, we're going to ride that Super Sport and that original Voyager. Here, the second year Voyager was imported. Really nice bike. We'll take a quick spin on those. The Super Sport, you really can tell it's similar to the Sports Tourer. I mean, same frame really, and it has that same pleasant, easy, neither fast nor slow steering. This one has the original tires, 27 inches. So on these tires it feels more sprightly and fun. It's a really great bike. I ride this bike a couple nights a week, all summer long, just around the neighborhood, up to about 20 miles or so. Really, really nice bike. It's a keeper. This is the bike that started the madness here. So here on the 1974 Voyager, look at that, those handlebars, Barcons. Oh yeah. This geometry is exactly the same as the Super Sport, which is exactly the same as the Sports Tour. The differences are only in that this bike is made out of Japanese, probably Tangay or pre-Tangay double-butted chromoly, and it's lugged, so it's lighter, and probably as a road bike, this bike has the best feel. It's soft and flexible, and yeah, I took this on Susquehanna trail up the Susquehanna River, about a 30-mile ride. It's a paved trail, and it was the perfect bike for that. It just kind of hugs the bumps. It is not a happy bike off-road. I took it on a rougher trail, the DNR trail, canal trail. Ooh, yeah, something just not happy on that trail. Whereas the Super Sport and presumably the Sports Tour, it'll eat that for breakfast and lunch. So there are differences in these bikes, very interesting differences. This is my most road bike of the set, and it's in, you know, pretty not perfect condition, but it's well preserved. So I'm going to keep it that way. Also a keeper. So there you have it. 3 bikes to work on, 3 riders, and 3 rides. Very different bikes. Gives me a few ideas there for what to do this winter, along with tuning up the ones you see back there. And well, we have those 2 other frames too. So really that's like 5 plus 2. It's a dangerous game.